October 16th. The time is 10:04 a.m. And we are starting with the IKE Operational Board meeting for, again, Wednesday, October 16th, 2024. Number one, call to order. Number two, roll call.
Roll call. Commander Diaz present. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Chief Mills.
Yes, sir, President.
And ma'am, I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
No, just the board.
Yeah,
Just the
I'm
board
not a
members.
member of the board, I'm just the attorney for Broadview.
Chief Bronner.
Present, here.
Chief Bryant.
Yes.
Mayor Booker, and he's absent.
Mayor Booker's absent, okay.
And you are in for
Chief
Woods?
Woods.
Okay. Oh, beg pardon. Community Engagement Director, Lysandra Banks
Sandra
is
Banks
here.
in for Chief Booker.
Representing the mayor's office. Can she vote, or she just here?
No, yeah, she would not be able to vote.
Okay,
Yeah, we
understood.
don't have anything in the bylaws that would allow for like
Stating that.
a voting
It
substitution.
refers to that, yeah, okay. All right, thank you. Okay, we'll go to the Pledge of Allegiance. Number three, Pledge of Allegiance. Well, I was thinking the same thing.
You know what? I think when we had the movie,
Bring it in, yes.
Oh, okay, well, anyway. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As always, there's observance, a moment of silence. Can I get a moment of silence, please? Thank you. Number five, introduction of news, media, guests. Mr. Secretary, do we receive any, do we have any news, media, or guests in the room today?
Only other guest is our Executive Assistant, Linda Sullivan.
Good morning, Linda, again. Number six, public comment. Do we have anyone sign up for public comment?
No, sir.
Okay, moving on. Number seven, approval of minutes. A, minutes from the IKE Operational Board meeting for Wednesday, September 18th, 2024. Get a motion?
Motion for the approval of the minutes from the IKE Operational Board meeting from September 18, 2024.
second.
It's been moved and second, moved by Chief Mills, second by Chief Bryant, for approval of minutes from the IKE Operational Board meeting for Wednesday, September 18th, 2024. Can I get a roll call?
Chief Mills.
Yes.
Chief Bronner.
Yes?
Chief Bryant.
Yes.
Commander Diaz, yes.
Motion carries.
Motion approved.
Number 10. Sorry, here I left off new business. Number 10, new business.
The director's
The
report.
director's report, okay? And let me just state for the record that I skipped number 8. Thank you, Tiffany. We're going back to number 8, director's report. Director Reyes, please.
Good morning, Frank Reyes from the IKE 911 Center.
Good morning.
Okay, so my director notes for today, October 16th, are as follows. In September of 2024, the IKE 911 Center received 7,233 calls, generating 3,296 documented calls for service. In comparison to September of last year, the 911 Center received 6,960 calls, generating 3,393 documented calls for service. Calls for service were up this year for the month of September, while calls received were down. The next thing is the EMD Pro QA project continues. Training and installation has been completed. Our go-live date was pushed to November due to an install issue. Interviews are still being conducted to hire a new Maywood telecommunicator. And finally, telecommunicator shift selection has begun for the 2025 schedule. It will be completed by the end of the month. Once it is completed, vacation picks will follow.
Question? Any questions for the director?
No.
Just one. As far as I know, we weren't really affected, or the center wasn't really affected by what was going on in the southeast in Florida. You know, I know we had some residual weather in the storms down there, but the center didn't have, I presume the center didn't have any issues.
No. No, nothing network-wise.
Okay. All right, there are no further questions. We'll move on to number 9, the expense report. Director?
Okay, for the last 30 days, the center paid out $4,766.08 due to some regular maintenance, public relations, general language line, and we received the surcharges from both Broadview and Maywood for the amount of $32,475.79. And that leaves the IKE balance at $1,128,217.22.
Any questions for the director for the expense report?
No questions.
No questions.
Okay, if there are no questions, the motion? We gotta approve the expense report.
Yes, motion to approve the expense
Can I
report.
get a motion?
Motion to approve the expense report.
Second.
Okay, it's been a motion by Chief Mills, second by Lieutenant Diaz, to approve the expenses, the expense report in the amount of $4,766.08. Can you get a roll call?
Chief Mills,
Yes.
Chief Ryder,
Yes.
Chief Bryant,
Yes.
Commander Diaz, yes.
Okay, motion carries. Now, number 10, new business, A, motion to approve the attached invoice.
It was a king.
Sorry, question.
I was just asking about the communication that had been sent yesterday by Mr. Reyes, Director Reyes,
Yeah,
about the Mercury Systems
yeah,
invoice, the $3,129.62 invoice.
yeah.
I was asking if that was added to the agenda, because I know there was some discussion about adding it to the agenda.
Well,
However, but because of the 48-hour rule, we can't really add it to the agenda, but I understand it's an expense that, you know, is an emergent
Yeah.
expense.
Yes.
So it would be my recommendation that as part of the new business, the board can take a quick vote to authorize him to make the expenditure, and then at the next board meeting, put this expenditure on the bill, on the expense listing, and have it approved formally.
Okay,
Okay,
that makes sense.
You'd be ratifying at the next meeting?
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
so just so that I'm clear on that, just one more time, you put it under new business.
Yeah, so,
We
well,
can vote for it under new business and then ratify it at the next board?
yeah, just under new business, just somebody can make a motion to authorize the director to make the expenditure as it relates to the Mercury Systems invoice here for $3,129.62.
Okay, yeah,
And then
okay.
at the next board meeting, that should be on the expense report
Yep.
for formal approval.
Okay, thank you for that. I was gonna ask anyway, if the intention was to cover it in other matters, but if that's the appropriate route, then yes, definitely. Okay, so thank you.
Excuse me, is that Mercury invoice something different than what's number 11 on the agenda, which is a different Mercury?
Yes.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
different. This just popped up. We were having issues with the tone outs from Maywood over the weekend, and we were trying to get it repaired. Director Reyes had Mercury come out in an emergency because, and they could probably, the two fire chiefs could speak more, but this was what was needed. We did not want to prolong it. We knew the agenda had went out already, but because it just popped up over the last day or so,
And you just got the invoice yesterday.
Right,
Yeah.
we got it yesterday.
Yeah, no, I
Or
mean,
Monday
no
afternoon.
issues, that's the challenge with the Open Meetings Act with the public hearing.
sure.
So we can just clean it up at the next meeting.
Exactly.
Okay,
Approve it today and clean it up at the next meeting.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Going back to number 10, A, motion to approve the attached invoice, 383-564 from Priority Dispatch Medical Priority Consultants of Salt Lake City, Utah, for annual maintenance and skill simulation activity for $8,100. Get a motion?
A motion for the approval of the Priority Dispatch Medical Priority Consultant invoice for the amount of $8,100.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved in second to approve, item A under number 10, new business. Can I get a motion?
Motion to approve.
Oh, wait, no, we
Oh,
still.
wait,
we
can I
still
get a
vote.
roll?
Still
Still get a
vote.
Roll
Yeah,
call.
Roll call, I'm sorry, roll call.
Correct.
Chief Mills,
Yes.
Chief Bryant,
Yes.
Chief Broderick,
Yes,
Chief Bryant,
Yes.
Commander Diaz, yes.
motion carries. B, motion to approve the following invoices attached from Priority Dispatch Medical Priority Consultants, Inc., Priority Dispatch Corporation of Salt Lake City, Utah. Question, do I need to read all these out?
No, you do not. You can just say as stated on the agenda.
Okay, as stated on the agenda for the total of $3,710. Motion?
I motion for the approval of the 7 invoices, 10 invoices listed on the agenda for the total of $3,710 to Priority Dispatch.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved in second for approval of item B under new business. Can I get a roll call?
Chief Mills,
Yes.
Chief Broderick,
Yes.
Chief Bryant,
Yes.
Commander Diaz, yes.
All right, motion carries. Number 11, consideration to approve quote number 40835 for public safety, 700/800 megahertz bank bidirectional amplifier system from Mercury Systems of Naperville, Illinois, for $41,033.49. Hopefully everyone has received the attachment on item number 11. Can I get a motion?
I motion for the approval of the Mercury Systems invoice. Well, basically, it's a repeater in the amount of $41,033.49.
Get a motion, can I get a second?
Second.
I'll put down where you want, I guess. It's been motion and second to approve item number 11. Are there any questions?
No
Do
questions.
you want to touch on it real quick before the vote, Director?
Yeah, like Chief said, it's just a repeater, something that we probably should have had when we first constructed the center. It's basically an amplifier that helps with the radio system. And now that we are on digital, it helps to get the signal out better out on the street, in the buildings. All in all, just a repeater for the amplification system for our radio system.
Is that just for a police band?
Yes. Well, I know that you guys are going to StarCom soon, correct? Or from what I understand, maybe?
It's forthcoming.
Okay, well, that would assist in that as well.
Okay.
And if I could just add, I wasn't here when the Ike Center was built, but since being here, I've had numerous complaints, like when our officers go to the Pound, various places in and around the immediate area, they have no radio. So we had Howard from Mercury come out almost 2 years ago, and he did a big search, and then I think when we went from the net, things got a little better, so we thought we had the problem solved. And the same thing, there's even spots, if they go to the other side of this building, they have no radio signal. So that's when he came out and did another dig, and it was revealed that that repeater should have been installed when the Ike was
When
originally
everything was first put
constructed,
together?
right.
Okay.
And, it just kind of got overlooked.
Now we're catching up.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, so.
Any further clarity needed on this particular item / conversation? Any other questions?
No.
Okay, can you get a roll call?
Chief Mills,
Yes.
Chief Broderick,
Yes.
Chief Bryant,
Yes.
Commander Diaz, yes.
Okay, motion carries. Thank you, everyone.
And then here's where we should do the Mercury, the new Mercury.
Okay, thank you.
Do you want me to assist you with the motion?
Definitely. For the sake of clarity and for the director's clarity. Yes, please.
So the board was presented with an invoice yesterday, or a proposed invoice yesterday, from Mercury Systems to replace the FSA unmanaged switches due to recent Comcast network changes. There was some issues over the weekend, as we heard earlier in the meeting, related to the fire departments being able to tone out correctly. And that's obviously an emergency issue because they need to be able to respond effectively to emergencies. So, both of us attorneys are recommending that the board go ahead and approve, or, I'm sorry, authorize, make a motion to authorize Director Reyes to incur the expenditure, to make the expenditure. And then at the next board meeting, then the board would have this on the agenda for approval under its normal expense report. So the motion should be stated as a motion to authorize Director Reyes to make the expenditure to Mercury Systems in the amount of $3,129.62 as presented.
Thank you very much for that. And I'll
And you can
add,
just say so moved.
yeah, okay, so moved.
What was that amount again?
$3,129.62.
Okay, so we have a motion,
I've motioned.
okay, by motion by Chief Brownell.
I second.
Okay, so it's been motioned, no, I'll go ahead and say it's been motioned and second to approve this particular item. Are there any questions? Thank you for that. The only thing I'll add to it is, like you mentioned, it was Station 1 that was having the problems. And Station 1 is where the supervisor is. So when that was going on, Ike actually had to call Station 1 on the phone and let them know what was going on. So we certainly don't want any time to lapse in the event of an emergency. So thank you, everyone. Again, it's been motioned and second. Can I get a roll call?
Chief Mills?
Yes, sir.
Chief Bronner?
Yes.
Chief Bryant?
Yes.
Manager Diaz, yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Number 12, old business, A, an update from council establishing IKE 911 joint agency as an independent agency. Do you want to cover these at the same time?
Yes.
And B, update of rewriting the intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Maywood and the Village of Broadview.
Thank you, Chief. So at the last board meeting, it was presented that we are still working on the rewrite. The Village of Broadview has drafted some changes that, if we're going to move forward with this, we will be presenting those changes to the Village of Maywood. However, as both the attorney for the Village of Maywood and myself understand it, there are some conversations going on related to other consolidations that may occur that would sort of negate the agreement if those consolidations occur. So rather than waste resources, both of us are under the understanding that the consolidations are going to be explored, and this is going to be somewhat placed on the back burner for a moment until the board determines, of course, and the various boards determine whether there's going to be additional consolidations. So that's where we're at with it.
My understanding as well.
Okay. Any questions for council from the
And
board?
just for the benefit of the recording, Attorney Jerusik just stated that that's his understanding as well.
Thank you. Any questions from the board members? From council's,
Is there any idea what that window looks like?
I'm quite unsure, to be quite honest. It's at a much higher level than me at this point, meaning that it's, the mayors and everybody talking at that level. So I'm not really sure where exactly we're at with that process.
Okay.
okay, Ms. Nelson Jaworski, thank you. Mr. Jerusik, thank you. If there are no further questions, we'll move on to 13 can, well, originally there was no 13, but 13 can be scratched because it's been covered. Number 14, adjournment. Can I get a motion?
Second.
It's been motion and second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
None opposed. Time is 10:23. Thank you, everyone. If we can continue, we'll move on to the JETSB meeting. Does everyone have that agenda?
I do not, actually. Do you have an extra copy?
I think I do. Did anyone else need that agenda?
I'll just review it with you. Let me
Okay.
just leave it here. So technically, this meeting has a 10:30 timeframe,
So you
time
wanna
on
wait
it,
till
so yeah,
10:30?
we gotta wait
So we got about
minutes,
7 minutes.
or 6 minutes before we
6
can call it.
Thank you. everyone. This is the Ike Joint Emergency Telephone System Board meeting. The time is 10:30 exact. We call the meeting to order. Can I get a roll call?
Chief Mills,
Yes.
Chief Bryant, sorry, Chief Broderick,
Yes, here.
Chief Bryant, Commander Diaz present.
Okay, thank you. We've covered the Pledge of Allegiance, right? We've covered moment of silence. We've covered item 5, 6.
You still got to call for public comment.
Still gonna call public comment? Okay.
Bless you.
Mr. Secretary, do we have any individuals sign up for public comment for this particular meeting?
We do not.
Okay, hearing none, moving forward. We don't have any minutes to approve. Okay, what was the statement last time? We just, all the business that was covered. There is no business for this meeting, so can we just make the statement, or do we still have to mention anything? So I can say number 7, there are no minutes to approve. Is
Yeah,
that
so
okay?
if there's no minutes to approve, just skip that item on the agenda.
Okay, skipping item number 7 for the record.
For
Okay.
old business and new business, I would just state that any items that needed to be covered were covered in the Ike operational board meeting.
That's what I'm trying to remember. Okay, thank you. So for items number 8 and 9, any new business or any old business at hand was covered in the Ike operational meeting that just occurred. Before number 10, do we have any questions from the board? Any questions from the attorney?
None.
Okay, hearing none. Number 10, adjournment. Can I get a motion? Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Thank you, everyone. Time is
10:32.
10:32.
Too slow.